Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Sometime later, God tested Abraham, and he said to him,
Abraham!
Here I am.
Then God said,
Take your son, your only son, whom you love, Isaac, and go to the region of Moriah. Sacrifice him there as a burnt offering on a mountain I will show you.
Early the next morning, Abraham got up and loaded his donkey. He took with him his 2 servants and his son, Isaac. Boop, 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 boop. He cut enough wood for the burnt offering. He set out for the place that God told him about. On the 3rd day, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance, and he said to his servants,
Stay here with the donkey while I and the boy go over there. We will worship and then we will come back to you.
Abraham took the wood for the burnt offering and placed it on his son Isaac, and he himself carried the fire and a knife. As the 2 of them went on together, Isaac spoke up and said to his father Abraham,
Father,
Yes, my son.
the fire and wood are here, but where is the lamb for the burnt offering?
God himself will provide the lamb for the burnt offering, my son.
And the 2 of them went on together. When they have reached the place that God had told them about, Abraham built an altar there and arranged the wood on it. He bound his son Isaac and laid him on the altar on top of the wood. Then he reached out his hand, took a knife to slay his son, but the angel of the Lord came from heaven.
Abraham! Abraham!
Here I am.
Do not lay a hand on the boy. Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld me from your son.
Abraham looked up, and there in the thicket he saw a ram caught by its thorns. Then he went over and took the ram and to sacrifice it as a burnt offering instead of his son. So Abraham called that place, "The Lord will provide," and it is to this day as said.
On the mountain of the Lord it will be provided.
The angel of the Lord called to Abraham from heaven a second time and said,
I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son, I will surely bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sands on the seashore. Your descendants will take possessions of the cities of their enemies, and through your offspring all nations on earth will be blessed, because you have obeyed me.
Then Abraham returned to his servants, and they set off together for Beersheba. And Abraham stayed in Beersheba. Oh hey, didn't see you there. I thought you would have left by now. We had a lot of fun tonight, didn't we? Talking about God and Abraham and Isaac and how obedient Abraham was to almost killing his son for God and God rewarding him for it by not having him kill his son. You know, it kind of reminds me of what God did for us in the New Testament by sending his son as a sacrifice for us to know God a little bit better. So great and so crazy. And he went through with it for that sacrifice. So I guess the question that I want to ask all of you guys is, are you guys going to be obedient like Abraham was and follow what God wants you to do and allow God to reward you? And are you going to have the courage to have the sacrificial life that God wants us to have, much like God did with Jesus. Alright, I'm going to get back to the book. I'll catch you guys later.